Mongoose Jake here to do the showcase of my personal Busby Sentinel mod that I teased in my Busby Classics episode that was specifically on the Sentinel last week, and I wanted to come back around and actually showcase the blaster that I had teased. The first thing, of course, is that it is in a very eye-catching yellow and black bee-themed Hydro Dip, and I did actually save the Sentinel sticker to go ahead and put on underneath the clear coat. And right off the bat, you can see it. I just pulled off the panels. Nice thing about Busby shells is that a lot of the panels just come out, and you can then paint them to, in this case, contrast. I wanted to bring out a little bit more of the black, as you can see the side panel near the magwell, this top cover, this smaller side panel, and the stock cap, all painted in 3 coats of black over 2 coats of a gray primer with 4 coats of clear coat on top of that. And on top of the Hydro Dip, I actually put 6 coats of Rust-Oleum Ultimate clear coat. I've had pretty good performance with that, so I absolutely love how glossy it is, and it has a pretty hard finish to protect your paint. But this also features this has an 8-inch brass barrel. Actually, no, 10-inch, I'm sorry. 10-inch brass barrel with a France Foamworks scar. This is a 3D printed model, and this is specifically for 1732 brass. It just slips on. It friction fits well enough that I haven't had it came off at all, and it has the 3D printed rifling inside, along with the ability to run both full and half-length darts. I get about 170 feet per second with full length. It roughly varies between 166 to 171, so roughly in the 170 range with full lengths. And I get touching 200 feet per second with Adventure Force Pro darts, and I actually do get a little bit higher with some off-brand men gun style half lengths. It actually will break the 200 foot per second barrier with a high that I've ever recorded, not my average, but a high of 238.3. So it has hit that, but that wasn't kind of a outlier. The bulk of the shots with the men guns were hitting between 195 to 207. So it is a 200 feet per second build with specific darts. Adventure Force Pros are a little heavier than the men gun off-brands, and they drop it down more into the 180s, 190s. Still solid performance, especially considering it's running off of a Turf Blaster spring that is a 8 or 9 kilogram retaliator. I don't remember exactly which because I bought it over a year ago. Finally used it in the build. But the Turf Blaster spring was only an 8 or a 9 kilogram retaliator, and it's getting this performance. Now it does have a about a 10-inch brass barrel in there, and it's running off of one of the Foam Sport Busby Sentinel breeches. This is the heart and soul of this build. And this is going to get its own video tomorrow. I think it's well worth it. I'll touch on it here just for a moment. The Foam Sport breech is the kind of thing I love to see. Of course, being a Busby guy, I like to see things for Busby. But this is the kind of product that, yes, it is pricey. These are $60. But at $60, they are giving you something that provides true functionality. Again, it's a full or half-length style breech, capable of doing either, with a fully machined aluminum construction and an O-ring seal, so it provides a true seal. And the front end of the breech is actually already ready to accept 1732 brass, which I found to be perfect. It came with great instructions, which I will showcase tomorrow in a separate video, and we're actually going to go through as I put one together in another Sentinel. Because while this is my personal Sentinel, I am going to build another one. And I do have another one sitting up on my rack ready to go just for this video. But the guys over at Foam Sport, I'll just put a spoiler, they did a great job. This thing is absolutely a must if you don't want to do a full brass breech yourself. There's points where this is superior, at least in durability wise and ease of assembly. But we're here for this, and I've got a few half lengths loaded up. can hear that nice pop, and I absolutely love that. But yeah, this thing is going to be one of my personal runs. I kept the spring rate a little light so that I don't cause durability issues long term. I want to have this thing for years and years, and that kind of performance is already enough that I would have to detune this for some events. So I'm happy with it hitting what it is. I can run full lengths and get it down to the 160s, 170 range, or I can run half lengths and have it up in the 190s, hitting almost 200. And with the men gun half lengths, I can get it over 200. So my Busby Sentinel, running off of a foam sport breech with a 10-inch brass barrel out of 17/32 and a France Foamworks 3D printed scar on the front, my own personal, I'm going to call it the Stinger Hydro Dip, which will be featured on a whole bunch of blasters that my patrons are going to get to see first. Coming up here soon, I'm putting the finishing touches on about a dozen blasters in total, including this thing. But that's going to be something to go for here in about a month's time, and it'll be paired with my Sentinel here. But the legend, the Sentinel. This is mine. This is my personal one, and we're gonna do another one tomorrow. And you'll get to hang out with me as I actually show you a bit more on the foam sport breech that is the heart and soul of this build. But I hope you enjoyed this. Taking a quick look at it. We'll get into more on the breech and other builds because I'll be doing the same exact barrel on it, so you'll get to see a little inside of what this is. Till then, it's Mongo Shake saying thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.